straight into Smith machine squats, Smith machine back squats. I've already done a lot of dynamic stretching off camera already. So we'll jump straight into this with one warm-up set and we'll get into our working set. So key on this exercise is I'm trying to go as deep as possible. So pretty much ass to grass. Not worried too much about the weight, although we are in a lower rep range. That's all right, man. So we're just getting this warm-up set and see how it feels. All right, nice and easy. Gonna put on a 10 kg each side, and that'll probably be our working weight. So I'm aiming for 3 sets of around 8 reps on this one. But that's 8 quality reps, not 8 shit reps just to satisfy my ego. We're gonna break down the muscle fibers as much as possible, create micro tears so that our muscles can grow back stronger. That's how bodybuilding works. You're breaking down your body so it grows back stronger. So the first one was only a warm-up set. Don't need to rest a full 3 minutes. Just gonna rest a little bit, get my breath back, and we'll attack it. Whew, so we only got 6 on that one, but that's okay. We stayed within the 6 to 8 rep range. It was only the first set as well, so we don't need to go too crazy, but that felt good. The weight was moving all right, I could feel it. Feel the muscles working. So we'll do 2 more sets, aim for 6 reps as well. I prefer doing Smith machine as opposed to just free weight barbell squats because it means that my fixator muscles and my synergists, you know, the smaller muscles around my joints to help keep my body stable throughout the movement, aren't having to be as active and work as hard. So it means I can put all the emphasis directly into my quads, a little bit of hamstrings and glutes as well, but predominantly quads. And I also get pain in my groin when I do free weight squats. And so it's yet to be diagnosed, but instead of just avoiding squats, this is an alternative method in which I can kind of work around my injuries. So, you know, both exercises have their time and place. It's also finding what works for you as well. Whew, that set was more of a grind, but we got it. Gone a little bit lightheaded, but squats does that. Squats and deadlifts are very taxing exercises. Take a lot of energy from your system, your central nervous system, etc. So That's why also we put our big, heavy compound lifts first at the beginning of the workout when we're fresh, and we can really attack it, get the most out of it. Let's get this last set.
Keep your back straight. You bring that slow.
Oosh.
Pull your knees down a little bit. Okay. Bring it to the waist. And you're coming forward. You're bringing your back forward. Moving the back. Yeah.
Alright, that squat's done.
Yeah, well done.
Gonna get some dumbbell RDLs next. Alright, next exercise, straight into dumbbell RDLs. RDL stands for Romanian deadlift. Basically a deadlift but with straight legs. So we're keeping attention in our hamstrings on this one. Our entire posterior chain will be active, our glutes, our calves, our lower back. But I'm really trying to focus on just allowing my hamstrings to contract, getting a full stretch and a full squeeze. So our rep range on this one is 8 to 12. We'll probably be at the upper end of that rep range. But like I always say, slow and controlled. Explosive on the way up, control it on the way down. Let's get this money. Whoa, nice 12 reps. On this one, it's really important to keep your back nice and straight. So we're hinging at the hips and not allowing any rounding in the upper back. That's the key on this one. All right, next set. Let's go. Oh, my legs are shaking. That's how you know you've worked. But no, that felt good. We've got one more set and we'll jump into some calf raises. Whew. All right, that's dumbbell RDLs completed. Going to move on to some calf raises. All right, so calf raises. I'm using the leg press for this one because the calf machine is currently being used. But you can do any version of a calf raise really. You can do it with your leg bent. the seated calf raise, or you can do it with your legs straight, more of a standing calf raise. Both are gonna target your calves. Again, my reps are explosive, yet controlled. What we're aiming for on this one. Anywhere between 10 and 20 reps, so higher rep range. Probably stop somewhere around 12 to 15. We'll feel it out. That was a nice 15. Probably rest for about a minute, minute and a half, jump straight into it again. It's key on these to pause for a split second at the top of the movement and the bottom of the movement to stop your reflex arc from taking over. So you're not just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Get a full stretch of the calf, pause, explode up, pause at the top, control it down. I don't leave my calf raises till the end of the workout, right? I see a lot of people do. Because come the end of my workout, you know, I'm so fatigued. Mentally, I'm kind of not with it anymore. So in order to still get something out of this exercise, I put it in the middle of my session so that I still got some energy. I can still attack the exercise. All right, no more resting, we'll get straight into it. Aiming for another 15. Woo. I felt like that set was a bit more controlled than the first one, so I got a clean 12 reps and kind of just grinded out the last few, which is okay. Like I always say, if the majority of your set is good form and you begin your set with good form, you can let your form slip slightly towards the end of the movement, as long as you're keeping or aiming to keep the tension within the muscles you're targeting. Ooh, that felt good. See, that's 3 sets of calf raises done. And on to, I believe, leg extensions. 3 sets of leg extensions. What rep range are we aiming for? We're aiming for 8 to 12 reps. So probably gonna aim for the middle of that, about 10, but we'll see what happens. It's 10 reps. So again, exploding on the way up and controlled on the way down. With this exercise, it's an isolation movement, so all that means is there's only one joint that's moving. So the joint that's moving in this exercise is the knee joint. Your hip stays the same, the rest of your body doesn't move. So with isolation movements, we tend to go a bit lighter in weight, up the rep slightly, higher rep range, but we're really focusing on a mind-muscle connection. So I'm not worried about pushing crazy amounts of weight. I'm really trying to isolate the muscle that I'm targeting, which in this case is the quads. So a nice mind-muscle connection, nice and controlled, and I'm keeping the tension in the muscle throughout the entire range of motion, throughout the entire movement, all right? All right, not gonna rest too long. Again, 60 to 90 seconds is sufficient. Let's get to work then. All right, that's my quads finished. Gonna finish off some hamstring curls and that'll wrap up the session. Gonna do lion hamstring curls, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. Yeah. 10 reps on that one. Yes, bro. Yeah, man. Straight into my next set. Another 10 reps. Let's get it. Ooh. As you saw there, I wasn't going to stop till I got 10, so I just did some length and partials at the end to hit the 10 reps. This is my first proper leg session back to it now. I did a kind of half-assed leg session last week just to kind of get over that DOMS. Because if I'd have pushed myself as hard and done as much volume as I have today in my first session last week, I wouldn't have been able to train today. I'd still be recovering from that. So yeah, like I said, first proper leg session, feels good. Within our program, we've only got 1 leg session per week. So you might notice that there's a little bit more volume in our leg sessions in comparison to our other sessions. And that's simply because we're not splitting that volume over 2 sessions within a week. All right, final set of the session. Let's go. Let's go. Gonna need to drop the weight. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of posing, but that wraps up today's session. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.